Something sweet over the city to counter the bitter air. I will be listening for you. The chains were too hard to bear. I believe there's a place where I belong, and you do too. It's not far away. If only it were true. I believe that the waves won't take me down when I'm not alone. I cannot come back this time. No, I'm not coming now that I've been long gone. Have you missed me at all? The road home shatters and I feel the pressure of direction taking over me. If I'm moving through space in an endless night, it's you that set me free. I believe there's a place where I belong, and you do too. It's not far away. If only it were true. I believe that the waves won't take me down when I'm not alone. I cannot come back this time. I'm not coming home.
Okay, we kind of should be live. What's up, guys? It's your boy G-Max. We're here for the finals for Dominus Gaming's GT5 League. As always, well, not quite as always for the last week and this week, I'll be joined by Angela Sede. What's up,
guys?
Richard?
Yeah,
thanks.
guys, how's it going?
Yeah, we can just get a little vocal test for Richard. If you guys can hear him, let me know. Flopmeister in the chat.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
I just
hello.
became wet because you're streaming. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Magic.
Or not, sir. You know, I appreciate it anyway. So anyways, we'll be going over to our live broadcast shortly. We're going to be going to Snetterton and we're going to also be jumping into the practice session before qualifying. Then we'll be going live with the race at 8. So still 10 minutes left of our practice session when we jump in there. Then there'll be a 15-minute qualifying, and then of course the race, which will be 20 laps or so. So yeah, I'm ready to go. So guys,
As am I.
let's jump over to the racing broadcast. I've got some sounds over here that I can. That's the stream that we want to go to, and we want some volume. So hopefully you guys can hear now the sounds of the cars. Hopefully you can still hear our voices.
Yeah, that's the one.
So yeah, Richard, of course, going to be doing our camera work as he did last week. He's been practicing those fingers. And Snetterton, this is a Snetterton 200? Snetterton 200?
Snetterton 200, it's technical as hell. It's really some funny off-camera corners. These oaks are going to have some fun tonight. Or the lack thereof, however you view it.
Yeah, so I mean, quite a lot of straights, as you can see on the little mini-map at the top. 2 long straight sections, couple of curves. So we're going to have quite a full lobby. I think 20 cars plus, right? Yes?
I think it's 20 cars plus at this point. I think we were looking at about 21 or thereabouts. Hopefully we get that number.
Absolutely insane number of cars. Let me just say what's up to everybody in the chat once again. HX Chris, Flopmeister, Dominus, you guys rock. Thanks for watching us. And are there ghosted cars in this, or is this just in practice session?
I think this might just be practice session. I don't know why we're looking at ghosting at the moment. It's quite an interesting one. Not something that this game is very much known for.
Definitely not. So on board there with TX3LT, currently our standings leader. I can bring up some standings for you guys here. As you can see at the top of the leaderboard, we've got Mr. LT himself, followed by TK Raptor, followed up by Jason Absmeyer. That's the top 3 you guys can just look through. Currently LT sitting on 122 points, TK Raptor in second on 83, and Jason Absmeyer on 62. Of course, the top driver is going to go through to the GT3 standings when we go into the mixed format racing, which is going to be pretty sick. So everybody racing for, pretty much everything on the line. They want to qualify at the top. They want to get into GT3s.
Absolutely, and in GT3, I think is where you want to be. You're definitely going to be the fastest on the circuit. Well, faster than the GT4 cars, and you're definitely going to. It's going to be some tight racing up there with these guys, especially from what we've seen already. These guys are going to be very tightly matched in those cars.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the coolest things as well. But just these GT5s here for today is going to be the fact that everybody's in the same class, everybody's in the same car. I don't think it's default setups. Everyone's got their own setup, so it depends on how you work the car to your advantage. On board here with Mr. Andre Hildebrand, as he runs a little bit wide, takes a little bit of grass with him, but manages to keep the car under control. Passing was Red Phoenix on the side of the track there, not having the same luck. But yeah, I mean, this is just practice, right? So what we're looking at here is kind of the times. Currently, looks like Etienne Kleb holding down the leaderboard. Yeah, nicely brought up with the times there from my co-caster. Yeah. Etienne Kleb up top with a 117.3, LT just behind with a 117.36. So literally a 0.022 gap between those two.
Absolutely nothing separating them. Really, at the end of the day, that's nothing. It's can't even blink that quick.
No, it's literally no time between them. And then all the way up until 6th position within 1 second of Etienne Kleb's time. So guys starting to put up times. This is obviously just practice, not yet over to the live sessions or the qualifying sessions. So it's like you said last time, guys don't want to play their full hand, possibly keep their quick times for those qualifying sessions.
Exactly right. Guys want to keep it a little bit closer to the chest and bring it out all in qualifying. Lay it all out there. That's where it counts really. You don't want to set your fastest here and then fail to reproduce it in qualifying. That's just a waste of time.
No, exactly that. So having a quick practice time and then qualifying last on the grid or not even finishing the race, definitely not what you want to do. Mr. Camo, he's a man to watch as well. He's going to be hunting down some quick times, currently sitting 5th in the practice times, which are provisional. I do see Alan also on the grid in the 4th position in terms of times in this practice. There's actually quite a full lobby here tonight. It's going to be insane. I can't wait.
With our famous host, we've got
Richard could be a tad louder. Let me make you louder before you carry on talking, my sir. Change something. You do not touch yourself until I've touched you first. Okay, talk to me.
Got you. Hello. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Do we like Richard's volume now? Is his voice angelic, sexy as it should be for the stream?
Say yes. Say yes.
If you guys don't say yes, you're just
This is mean.
We've also got something pretty cool to show you, which I'm gonna try and demonstrate now. We're just gonna do a little test run to see if it works. It might not work, so holding
crossed,
thumbs.
folks.
Yeah. So we hit that button over there. Okay. Now what we should be able to do, if I head over to this replay section, we might... Head Chief Kazoo, what we're doing, we just decided to play around with something. Looks like we might be able to make it work. I just got to remember to hit that replay when something hot happens.
Yeah, hotkey that bad boy.
Yeah, we just don't have volume for the replays, which I need to figure out why it's not recording sound. But that will be next. We'll get that working for GT3, GT4s.
Yeah, baby steps, dude. Also looks like he's had a little bit of an incident. I actually can't tell if there's damage to the front of his car there.
Looks a little bit damaged. I mean, Ulti did manage to snap back that top leaderboard time. If we were busy talking about instant replays, we forgot to focus on the fact that he did break the 116.17s, 117s.
Yeah, that's now a bit of a lead. He's pulled himself out.
That was the worst English I've ever done in my life.
You English good.
I'm bad. Oh, trapped. Trapped.
Lots of lag there.
Trapped still lagging for me.
Yeah, likewise.
Doesn't matter. We will just jump across to Jason Absmite, EX3LT's teammates as it stands.
Still one of my favorite liveries for the circuit. Just such a good looking car.
Machuca.
Yeah.
It does look pretty good.
Looks so good.
I mean, everybody here are going to be trying to have a clean race. I know that in some of the previous Monday night racings, there's been a bit of chitter chatter amongst the guys about, you know, clean racing, and in this Dominus League is actually where it counts. The Monday night racing is obviously for everybody to join in and have some fun. If you guys are interested in doing so, hit us up. Hit Mr. Steady80 up, Spandex Cobra on Twitter. I'll just plug him because he runs the Monday night racing and does some phenomenal stuff for the racing scene itself. And then of course, if you play GT Sport, Angelus, he's your man. So follow Mr. Angelus ZA on Twitter as well.
Lack of racing going on in GT Sport at the moment. There's actually, funny enough, tonight an inter-community battle that is going to be racing tomorrow night as well. Oh, there's a car upside down on the circuit as we come through here watching.
That's not how you park your car.
That's not how you park your car. That's also, you can't
Richard, are you reading the chat? Because Mr. HX Chris is trying to get your attention and you're not paying attention.
I unfortunately am not reading the chat. I can go to the chat very quickly though.
I should hope so.
There we go.
He did say Kinky sounds like his Koi Mistress days, so not quite sure of where you guys stand, but I approve. Whatever it is, I approve. And
I've shared this everywhere, so I don't know what kind of cretins of my mates are going to be coming out of the woodwork. For whoever does show up, thank you for coming in to watch. Just keep your buffoonery to yourselves, but thank you for coming either way.
Basically, he's calling you riffraff, Chris, but I know you, and I know you're not riffraff. Absolute legend of a gent. So, LT looks like, Jason, just gonna stop the car and get back into the pits. There we go. As if we look through the can we bring up the leaderboard again? I want to see where another primate is sitting currently. I want to see where Hildebrandt is sitting. Okay, I see another primate in 10th, Hildebrandt in 11th. Karma in 9th as well, another man to watch. TK Raptor, our second position on the leaderboard in 8th. These free practice means absolutely sweet.
Really nothing.
Yeah.
Really nothing.
I was going to use naughty words, and I stopped myself from using naughty words, chats. But we'll be going live with qualifying soon. I mean, as soon as I can see 20 seconds left of this qualifying practice, not qualifying. I'm sorry, my words today are just...
They're all over the place, but it's okay. That's why there's two of us.
You know why? It's because I'm so damn excited about the fact that we're at race 4. It's the grand final. I mean, if Ulti doesn't finish and TK Raptor wins, I think Ulti
They find himself in an interesting situation.
He might not win the Dominus League, so he's going to focus on finishing. TK Raptor, of course, still chasing down. Everything's for pride. You want to finish as high as possible, or low as possible if we're talking about numbers.
Pictures get taken of the qualifying results, so you want your name to feature as high as possible, even if it's for a little bit of ego, but ultimately because you want to, with 20 cars on the grid, can you imagine what corner 1 and 2 are going to be like? So you just want to be aware of the pack, essentially, when they come through the first 2 corners, and qualifying high up just gives you that little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Practice session coming to an end here as guys going to start winding their cars down. Grinchmeister not. He's still pushing for a quick practice time. Does get himself up to 4th on the practice boards.
Mr. G-Max, if I may, this white car on the track, are you also seeing a white car? Because I think this is a custom livery, if I'm not mistaken, but he can see what his car is, we just can't.
Yes, that's true.
Gotcha.
Oh, no, wait. You're talking about the black and red flames?
No, the plain white Ginetta.
No, the flames.
Oh, then I maybe don't have. I don't know.
I'm just kidding. It's also white for me. It's TK Raptor.
Playing games with me here, thinking I'm going crazy.
Your achy breaky heart. I just don't think you'd understand. So
I almost pushed go back to Race Central. Mustn't do that.
Yeah, if you click that button, it's over for the race. So.
It's tragic. It's all very tragic. All right, who do we have coming out here?
Okay, so going over to our qualifying session here at Snetterton 200. Snetterton. You gotta have that northern twang to your Snetterton 200. And guys, not wasting any time. You see the caterpillar of cars crawling its way out of the pit lane and getting themselves onto the first right-hander. So it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it in this nice little cinematic for now, and as soon as we've got a hot lap going, we can jump on board with the driver in question.
Yeah, I mean, for now, it's just going to be a little battle of precision, trying to get yourself some space phobia. He doesn't care. He's just going to use some of the draft from the back of TK Raptor to give himself a bit of a speed boost, having a little look on the inside, but definitely not wanting to take either one of them out on their outlap. That curb is absolutely disgusting in size. That man behind did what I would do, avoid that curb corner, at all costs.
I don't know how much you've driven the circuit, but that corner you have to enter at such high speed, and there's such a drastic changing of direction of body weight that corner is actually, it's hair-raising at the best of times.
I'm going to try and see if we can get a replay going of that. I'll have to figure that out as we go.
We'll
I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah. It don't matter. We'll figure out the replays. But we have replays. They just might not be replays of what we want them to be.
Yeah. All right. Let's have a jump on board here with Ford Cave.
So is he starting his hot lap here?
It looked like he was coming through on a fast run on the straight there, so I'm guessing he did. He's been out for a while, so.
Oh, they are literally just cars for days on these tracks, and I love this little bonnet cam that we can get. Gives us a little bit of that feeling. I mean, these aren't the quickest cars you can see, but it does still have a bit of speed to it. And when you add a couple of cars onto here, getting onto those brakes, look at that curb, absolute monster. Ford Cave handling it like a machine.
Absolute beautiful taking that one. Right?
He does keep it, and looking for another apex here. Ford Cave having quite a nice clean lap here. Hasn't had any trouble from any of the other cars on the track, and only basically this right-hander, left-hander, and a straight to go before he crossed back over the line. But we say that there's a couple of cars up in front of him trying to rejoin the track. They have gotten, and I don't think it's going to slow him down. Looks like TK Raptor going to be setting the top time so far of the 117.4. Let's see what Ford Cave manages to pull out here. And,
Apologies, jumping off Ford Cave there.
Oh, 4K managed to do a 120.2. So TK Raptor, the man to look out for at the moment, a 117.4. Alan with a 117.5. Just for kicks going a little bit wide there. Going to have to give the position away.
I don't know if that was him jumping out the way or if he lost control there, but it was quite a well timed off if that was the case. Yeah, it looks like he's diving out the way of faster competitors, so he might be on his outlap here.
Oh, I mean, oh,
big off.
Oh, he comes back onto the track. Oh, ghosting in the qualifying there, saving just for kicks his time.
Yeah.
As he makes his way down the track. LT still yet to post a quick time, sitting at a 120.3, down in 10th position. On board currently with just for kicks. Just getting a couple of riders.
Yeah. Brother man, when you have a look at this left hand when they come through here, and this is going to be so interesting when there's a bunch of them, and look at how this drastic change of direction at that speed. It's going to be a very interesting one.
It's almost a 90-degree.
It's going to be interesting when these guys are all grouped together in the first couple of laps.
Yeah, and that second to last corner, or the last corner, is also one of those aggressive right-hand corners.
Yeah.
Here we'll see him coming up to it right now. I mean, you're going to have to slam on the brakes, and here he misses the braking point, goes off on the grass, doesn't manage to come back around, but timing-wise, is there a time that we can get for him currently? No.
We will see it in a second.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no, like, current leaderboard time other than that. Okay.
I don't think so. Hey,
Alan actually took the fastest position. I want to get a ride-along on either Alan or TK Raptor at this point.
Pits in the moment, but we're about to
Camo's hunting. He's set a 117.4, so that's pretty hot.
Well, as we know, he set something really magical earlier in practice, so let's see if these oaks can actually get down there for this qualifying.
I'm gonna try and do another replay camera as soon as I can. I'm just gonna try and get some footage here and try and time some things as well.
See if I can give you a different view of what's going on.
Yeah, so if you just it looks like Alan's still just gonna have that quickest time, 117.19. Ulti went a little bit quicker in practice. Currently struggling for pace in the qualifying session. Let's just have a little instant replay, see if this thing is going to work for me this time around. I just want to go over here. It's going to be a little bit difficult. Doesn't matter. We'll get it right. Yo, what's up, Charles Kleb? Let the show begin. Etienne Kleb. I know who you're rooting for, sir. Alan out of the pits here. He's not going to let that time sit.
Well, he's about to go into another hot lap here, so jump on board.
Yeah, so currently on board with our fastest qualifying time from Alan. Alan also only joined the racing from last week, so hasn't had a full session inside the GT5 qualifier. So let's just have a nice little onboard view. Nice control of the brakes, doesn't lose control of the car. Another big curb there to watch out for.
It's a little bit of that sausage, yeah. But back onto the straight, yeah. He did good there to keep that speed up.
Yeah, and one of these, this is the thing, if you don't carry the speed from those corners into these straights, this is where you'll lose speed. And it looks like Alan just going to have to tap off. Wasn't on the time that he wanted, and he's going to be pulling out of that. So it looks like coming around onto the pit straight. Who do we have there coming to set some times? I'm trying to look at the times. Jump up on the leaderboard. Camo currently holding down second. He's trying to hunt down. He's on the straight. Just behind him is TK Raptor. TK Raptor using the draft from Camo's Ginetta to try and give him a little bit of speed down the straight section here and closing in a little bit, making marginal distance.
Does good to give him the space there under braking of the slip. It's always difficult judging.
Oh, Camo going to run very wide there. TK Raptor going to slip right through. So Camo going to bin his lap. TK Raptor is still on it though, as Camo going to have to rejoin quite a fair bit behind TK Raptor.
Lots of over-revving there, not concentrating. Yeah, no, he's ditching this lap for sure.
Alan gonna go over 117.1 to beat, and obviously there we saw him slow down on the straight, so wasn't gonna beat it on that lap. This time round he's gonna try again, looking very quick going into the first right hand corner here, going a little bit wide. Yeah, taking a little bit of dirt with him, but still in control down to first gear here for
Lovely
the
work
tight
through
little
there.
chicane section and onto the back straight. Carried a lot of
New
speed there.
fastest lap though.
LT, the man with a plan, 117.158, marginally above Alan. And
Just, yeah, hair's breadth. Oh, his teammate going off though.
yeah, it looked like Jason just binning it there.
Absolutely
As LT
binning
now
it.
going through the little chicane section, taking it a little bit easy on the curbs, you saw.
Yeah,
He was
still up
mentioning
on his
earlier
delta.
potentially a bit of a change in the physics that he's noticed. He of course he is racing in that SMSR international competition, which is quite cool. We see him up there. Oh, he's going to come very close into the corner here. Does manage to get it. He is up on his time. Running a little bit wide, but not wide enough for it to affect him. Ulti carrying a lot of speed.
I think, yeah, that definitely didn't hurt him as much as it could have.
No, he's
not as
still
much.
down on his lap delta, looking to set another blistering lap here. This will actually take him down into those 116s we saw in practice, which will
Let's
be
see what
pretty
he can do
interesting.
coming through this last one here.
Oh,
Good keeping
holds
it
it.
together there.
And now coming down onto the pit straight. What will his time be? 116 points? 8 or 9?
Come on.
Oh, didn't even get it. He lost a lot of time there. I mean, he was
he's-
0.1 quicker.
Yeah. No,
And that last corner lost.
That last corner.
Oh.
Oh, no. Burning
And
it
this
off into
corner
the
as
gravel.
well. Then it'll just give us a little tour de grace.
Yeah.
So Alan,
Like Alan's
now,
is keeping some tires warm.
yeah, he's obviously went back to the pit, made a bit of a setup change, and has now decided to, of course, do some tire warmage on his out lap. Keep those tires nice and fresh and hot so that he can set a blistering lap to try and take back pole position of Ulti. But currently the grid, Ulti, Alan, Camo, TK
wanna run through
Raptor,
it?
Kleb, Grinchmeister, Jason Absmeyer, Faust, another Primate, Karma, Trapped, Phobia, Andre Hildebrandt, Hein, Stain, Amsterdam, Ford Cave, and can I scroll, or can you scroll for me? Oh, there we go, I can scroll.
There we go. You can scroll, I
Defender,
think, on this
Vivsta, Demon, Red Phoenix, Renesis, and Just for Kicks. So 22 cars on the grid tonight, which is absolutely insane. Grand finals for the Dominus Gaming GT5 League. After this, we'll be going over to the mixed GT4, GT3 races. They'll be longer in length, and I think a little bit more exciting. Multi-class racing means that we'll have two different top-speeded cars and different handling.
Just
just
dynamics of the
insane.
track are going to change completely. You're going to have oaks coming through corners at a certain speed, and cars who are able to carry much faster speeds now having to not force their way past, but actually work their way around, and it makes for really entertaining racing at the end of the day.
It's going to be absolutely
it's going to be
phenomenal.
great. It's going to be so great.
So just to answer Mr. HX Chris there in the chat, why am I not
Oh,
racing?
but, there we go. He's gone the Facebook route and given me a straight up holler. Chris Ruleman, been a long time, dude. We must catch up.
So the reason I'm not racing is because those that can't race shoutcast. So
Yeah, basically.
that's basically why we're here. So
Yeah.
long and the short of it, if I race against LT, I'm 30 seconds behind him and he gets bored. So it's definitely not for me.
We're known as mobile chicanes. We're there to make things interesting, but in a game, in these kinds of situations, they rather just let's just talk. We'll just talk. These oaks can race.
100%. Ulti here looking to set another banger lap. It looks like he does have
Yeah,
a little bit of traffic up in front of him who looks
Doing
like
great
gonna
work to get out of
Oh!
no, big contact between them.
And just absolutely that lap's
cost
done.
him. Oh, that cost him badly. I think there's some damage there as well.
It did. We can maybe get an action replay of that action replay.
Yeah.
Will it work? Will it work?
Let's
Let's
see.
head over to the action replay as it's As we can, on the move here, we can just give you guys, look at that. That was absolutely, that's what we want to see. Oof. Come on, give us praises in the chat. You wanted to see that replay action, right? We needed car sounds, I know.
Right, yeah. We'll get there.
We'll get there. So Alan coming over the line here, still not managing to find a time. He's still a little bit slower, 0.108 of Volti's time. But you know, starting second is not
that
bad.
Amount of time between them. If this is the kind of running distance, these oaks are going to be knife fighting it throughout the whole race. Kleb about to finish his flyer.
Okay, so we get a banging +1 for the replay. Thank goodness for that. I mean, that's what we were aiming for, banging +1.
Yeah.
So it looks like we have about 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining of this qualifying session. That means that everybody's going to get about another lap. Those guys that finish the line before the end. It would be nice if you can get other replay angles. You know what, Charles? Charles, I've got you. I'm working on something for you, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it working. I've got 2 PCs. One is currently down. It should be used for streaming. But if I can, we'll be able to get multiple replay angles, especially when we get Eddie back in the lobbies as well. I'm sure Angela's going to be helping out a little bit more as well. We can definitely work on getting extra angles, extra replay angles. That's kind of what we want to do.
I'm around. You're gonna struggle to get rid of me now, Mr. G.
Oh, Alan!
Spinning it very hard off
Big
the corner.
Bang Theory coming out from Alan here.
Yeah, sends him back into the pits.
Yeah, Alan just spinning it there, coming around that first corner. Looks like if you struggle for more action coming around that corner, that curb just taking another victim.
Into the distance.
And yeah, that's going to be the end of our qualifying stage. It looks like. Don't think anyone else is going to get a time up that's going to rival Ulti, Alan, or Camo, our top 3. So we'll run through the grid positions quickly. Up top, Ulti in first, Alan second, Camo third, TK Raptor fourth, Etienne Kleb fifth, Grinchmeister sixth, another Primate seventh, Faust eighth, Carmen ninth, Phobia 10th, Trapped 11th, Andre Hildebrand 12th, Heinz Stain, I think, was 13th. We'll still get another look at the... there we go. Heinz Stain 13th, Amp ZA 14th, Ford Cave 15th, Demon 16th, Defender 17th, Vivstar 18th, Red Phoenix 19th, Renesis 20th, 21st, Just for Kicks. So everybody having quite a banging time. I mean, first to 10th are within 1.2 seconds of each other. So that's pretty nuts for qualifying.
Yeah, that's going to be fantastic to watch in this race. There's just going to be a good mixture, and this is also starting to show a little bit of the differing in what the multi-class racing could be like. You're seeing the time differences. You're seeing what the cars the differences in the cars, what they'll pull out, and it's just going to make for some truly exciting racing. I'm so excited, man.
Yeah, and so for those of you guys joining us right now, it is it's time for the grand final. It's race 4. I mean, grand finals aren't grand finals like they are in other racing or other events, you know, esports events. But a grand final, you know, things could happen. Ulti could win it, and TK
Ulti's to lose.
Yeah, Ulti's to lose. That's exactly it. So all the pressure on him tonight. Who are you guys here to watch? I'd love to hear in the chat as well. If you guys are new here, let us know where you're watching from. We're very glad that you're here. Dominus Gaming SA on Twitter. If you guys want to follow the Dominus action, we'll be going over to the GT3s and GT4s. I don't know when it quite starts, but I think it's soon. Just follow Dominus Gaming. They'll get you there. This is the qualifier. The top 10 go to the GT3s. The bottom 10 go to the GT4s. They'll all be mixed racing, same tracks. Longest stints of racing. I think they're like an hour, the races.
I think they're about an hour. But I mean, that's still a long time when you're in the rig. It's a lot of seat time.
Okay, just give me 2 seconds. I just need
No
to...
problem.
I have, like, weird wind coming. Like, I don't know where... I think it's from my windows, but it's literally howling.
Oh.
What the hell?
Just going to give you a rundown of the cars while good old G-Max steps off, because apparently has a localized hurricane at his place. So I'm just going to run through everyone. Just give you a nice run of everyone's liveries. Good looking cars in this game. This Ginetta, obviously not the fastest of cars, but really does just... You can absolutely thrash it if you need to. There's our sinking. We almost go for the race start. We've got lights. Guilty in pole.
I'm back
And
with
we
you.
are go.
I'm back for the start of the race, and it looks like Ulti
Good
getting a
timing,
slow
dude.
start. Alan looking like he's getting a nice little run on the inside of Ulti there. The starting corner going to be very,
Look at
very
this.
scary. All our cars coming in. Ulti getting a nice start from what looked like a bad start, but it looks like everybody getting through that first corner for now.
Everyone getting
Unscathed.
through
Everyone's
very
still
nicely
there. Looks like Faust going to try and dive himself up into 6th position. Grinch still there.
Ooh,
Ooh.
big contact there. Yeah,
A little bit of argy bargy. It does look like a spin coming round there onto that corner, and another car off. Some more argy bargy action going on here, but not as bad as we've seen in previous races. So guys, keeping it clean. Look at the Caterpillar coming down. We'll try to get a replay of that start to come back in there as we start lap 1 of the Snetterton 200 here. Currently LT leads, Alan in 2nd, Etienne Clip just behind in 3rd, TK Raptor in 4th. Now just going to hold onto the little chicane section and see where guys manage to hold it off. It does look like they do go wide enough. I do see one guy spinning around there. I don't
lots
know.
of contact
2 cars
happening
off
there.
there. Oh, almost 3 cars.
Looks like we had four cars there involved in that, eh?
Absolutely, I have no idea. I'm just
Yes,
going to
there's
go back.
cars everywhere. There's bodywork, there's paint, there's... Marshals are going to be busy.
Yeah, we need a replay of the start of the race, so we'll go over to that quickly. You're going to have to keep just watching the race.
Let's do ourselves a favor. We'll make ourselves a Lamar style thing. We just get their cars, their liveries, so we can just do the look, it's pink and yellow. That's him. Whatever
That's who
the
it
colour
was.
may be. That's
Yeah.
who it was. There
So
we
I
go.
mean, coming on to lap 2 looks like everybody's starting to space themselves out just a little bit. Ulti's got himself a
Ooh, lots of
1.1
contact
second
here
gap.
between Hildebrandt though.
Yeah, Hildebrandt and Trapped's going to be fighting it out here. Is it Camo just behind them? Hildebrandt? No, it's Faust.
It's fast, yeah.
Faust just behind, also looking to make a little bit of space and a little bit of time.
He's doing great though to keep himself out of the drama, because if he stays where he is, he can just capitalize on these two playing city buggers, because they're playing big boy games and they're going to get big boy prizes. And if he just drives his race, he might just find himself making up 2 positions just by driving.
Well, that's my theory a lot of the time. Is just, consistency is really the quickest time overall. If you can manage 15 clean laps with everybody else spinning off around you, you're going to find yourself in a much happier position than what you probably expected. Camo down in 5th position here. He's another man having a bit of a chase. TK Raptor just in front of him. These 2 are going to be the 2 to watch for now. I'd like to focus on just, 2 laps of watching these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I jumped
race it out.
because it looked like they're on top of each other here. And like you said, this Caterpillar starting to spread out a little bit. This is...
I mean,
it is
starting to spread out a little bit. We see almost, a straight length between drivers. Camo having a very close little look up the back of TK Raptor. They're closing the gap down to within 0.2 seconds of each other now, closing it down even further. As
Delta is just closing and closing, yeah.
I mean, TK Raptor is fighting it out with Kleb just in front of him. So if we can, alternate between Kleb, TK Raptor, and Camo for a little bit here. Oh, Kleb goes very wide. TK Raptor gonna just swish right through there. Camo gonna follow suit as Kleb gives away 3 positions. It looks like it's also going to allow who slipped past at the back there. Grinch also got into another points position thanks to Kleb running a little bit wide there. And it looks like Alan catching Ulti there. Ulti might be making a bit of a mistake. 0.8 seconds. Can we check Alan and Ulti? These guys are now going to have a little fight out amongst each other. I wish we had seen what Ulti had done, or Alan just making up a lot of time to find Ulti here, starting to stretch his legs on the straight. But
you know, you just got to wonder like you said, who's reeling who in, who's running away from whom at the end of the day, because even the smallest mistake on a circuit like this can cost you absolutely drastically at the end of a lap.
Yeah, now with Ulti having Alan behind him, Alan just such a consistent driver. He's one of those guys that I could honestly just put my head on a chopping board and say could drive 300 laps of any circuit, you know, without spinning off.
Rails, absolutely, yeah.
And right now he's going to be chasing Ulti down. Ulti going to have to work for everything that he wants to prove that he can be the champion of this overall league. It is for pride. I mean, Alan has only joined recently and has been on the podium behind him. So Alan really someone to watch out for, especially going into the GT3 and GT4 league.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, you know,
Ronnie hopes that Ulti crashes. That's
Ronnie's a good mate of mine. Remember when I told you they're going to be coming out of the woodwork?
Yes.
There they are. So Ronnie, thank you for coming through, brother. I appreciate you coming to watch.
Ulti does not appreciate you coming to watch and giving him bad gremlins, but you know, it would make for interesting racing, and right now Ulti doesn't need to crash to have an interesting race. Alan chasing him up. TK Raptor is 6.2 seconds behind in third position. Him and Camo having their own little battle. Camo's still within shooting range. He's closed that gap down once again. He did lose a bit of time. It looks like on the leaderboard we're also going to have a couple of fights going down. Let's just see time-wise. 16-14. So Heinstein and Andre Hildebrandt in 9th and 10th also look to be having a bit of a
Grinchmeister seems to have picked himself up a 2-second penalty. That's on a short circuit like that. That's a stiff one as well.
Yeah, so another Primate's also someone to watch out for, one of my favorite races. I've been backing this guy for a long time as well. Currently holding down 5th and without any... Oh, spin coming out from Camo. That's Camo. Camo's lost it.
Oh, no, that's unfortunate. Oh. That's going to cost him big time heading onto the main straight here as well. He's just going to lose out after car after car.
He is. He's just dropping down the pack. That was 8th really position. Painful. And it looks like... it looks like
he'll have the space.
It looks like Hein is trying to have a little look at Camo as well here.
Yeah, he didn't end up having to run.
Oh, Camo gone wide again. Hein also gone wide. Big crash from Hein coming out. 2 cars out just behind. Hildebrand also spins it off. So a massive crash coming out there. And look at the cars just coming right on by. Heinstein going to drop all the way down to 14th position there. Absolute banger of a crash coming out. Another corner that we saw Alan struggling with in practice.
Well, if I may, Alan out in front currently at the moment, 1.1 in front of Ulti.
Yeah, so he's taken the lead off of Ulti. Ulti now going to chase down onto Alan. Alan, that consistent driving, going to really pay out for him if Ulti can't close down the gap. Ulti, we don't know what happened to Ulti at all. I mean, it just looked like he was losing time to Alan. Alan was closing him down, and then suddenly it was bang.
Yeah.
So just running it a little bit wide, taking a little bit too much grass with them, and struggling overall on that second corner, carrying a lot of speed and just not having the traction. The bad gremlins from Ronnie actually causing Ulti to crash there, so it's okay. It's okay. We see you, bad juju Ronnie. We see you, but it's all okay. Ulti now, he's chasing down on Alan. Alan is very, very close. You can basically read all of Alan's sponsors on the back here. VRB Motorsport. It also says subscribe to GMAX, surprisingly on the back there.
Right there, I see it as well.
Yeah, you do, hey? Right at the bottom. Yeah, I see
it. Oh, lovely. Both of these guys taking this corner very nicely, but Ulti's going to have the pace here. He really will have the pace in the slip.
Oh, he's going to look to just capitalize on the draft here. Alan,
No.
not gonna let Ulti have it. Watch this. Alan is going to defend. Alan can
There we
defend
go.
like a man can defend. And Ulti is going to struggle to try and find space past Alan
He's
on this
having
track.
another look.
Oh, he is. He's going on the inside here. Alan gonna be very much aware of Ulti's position there. And Ulti, nice pass coming
Giving
out
it
there.
away.
And gives a
Very
little
nicely
flash of the
done.
lights. Does thank Alan for keeping his line. Does allow him to slip past. That was a beautiful pass coming out there from
that was
Ulti. And
really
nice
well done.
racing coming out. But Alan gonna have another look-see here
And
towards
this is an
Ulti.
outside.
Oh.
This is going to be tough. If he can pull this off, this is going to be absolutely spectacular.
Alan and Ulti side by side next to each other coming in, but Ulti gonna just close the door. Alan gonna have to back out and have another look in another place. Absolutely phenomenal racing coming out. Really nice pass coming out and good clean racing from both drivers.
Yeah, no, that was really nicely done.
Oh, you can't hear us during the replay? Okay. Well, thanks for the feedback.
Yeah,
I've been
okay.
shoutcasting the
Diligently giving some feedback as things go along. And
Yeah,
apparently it
so-
was all for naught. Ooh, we've got a car
don't know-
off on the side of the circuit though.
I don't know why you can't hear me. I'll fix that for the next stream. You guys have to be here for the next one, so we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Amp has kicked it and currently just chilling on the
Giving it
grass,
a-
giving
giving
us
it
a
a
nice
park.
little view there. Jade
Letting everything cool
Gloves
down.
getting a full plug sponsor spot right now. So
Right there. So we've got some back order runners, but I mean these oaks could end up having their own just racing all together at the end of the day when we get this multi-class racing, because they're gonna you're gonna find multiple races actually spurning from various points. Amp's still just parking it there. We need some marshals to come clear that car.
yeah, we really do need some marshals to come clear that car. Yellow flags all around. I have actually raced in a race M1
Ooh,
endurance.
some bodywork lying on the circuit there.
Someone's left their bodywork lying there. Ulti still leads the race, coming into lap 10. So only 5 laps to go for these guys, for Ulti, as these guys are coming into the closing stages of the race.
And a good one so far. Some exciting moments.
Can we get a full rundown from first to 14th, but we'll click on the cars so we get like a...
Absolutely.
Okay, so currently leading the race, we've got our man Ulti. It's followed up by Alan in second, TK Raptor in third, another Primate in fourth, Grinchmeister in fifth with some penalties, Etienne Kleb in sixth, Faust holding down seventh position, Trapped in eighth, Hildebrand ninth, Phobia in 10th. Phobia and Hildebrand just having a little bit of a fight there as they swap positions. It looks like Phobia gets past. So we'll carry on down the line. Demon in 11th.
There we go. There's our culprit with the bodywork.
Yeah, we found him. And it
Yeah,
looks like
struggling
Amp
as well.
also, was that? No, that was Red Phoenix. Red Phoenix was also having a little chase down onto Demon there.
Absolutely.
Oh, and Red Phoenix actually might have a bit of a run on Demon here as we were just running through the field. Look what we found. Found a little bit of action attraction.
This is the beauty of this many cars on the circuit. You're always going to find something interesting.
Oh, Red Phoenix doesn't manage to make it there, but I feel like Demon's car not going to be the best, and the braking here does run it wide. Red Phoenix, nice clean inside line. Don't think he's going to have the pass just yet, but getting very, very close. Maybe
close.
on the run down the straight with the pressure being felt here by Demon. Red Phoenix hunting
gonna
him
be
down
experiencing-
like a wounded gazelle.
I know, and he's going to be experiencing all sorts of handling issues with that damage. So it's
He's
just-
limping,
There we go, there
and
it
he
is.
has finally been wounded by the hunter. Red Phoenix cleans up and leaves Demon behind.
Look, he's not out of it. All he has to do now is just make sure that he doesn't bin it any further, really.
I mean, this is true, but I feel like for now, Red Phoenix
no.
done what he needs to do, and Demon
big
going to be...
look.
He did have a big look, ran it pretty wide, carried a lot of speed through there. Another slow car just behind him, Phobia. Actually looked like he may have binned it, come back onto the track. He may lose another position out here to Karma. Karma, one of the culprits in one of the earlier accidents, if I'm not mistaken, but we have to check. We saw him in the replay, a red and black car. We need to just double check. Is it possible for you to overlay some graphics with racers, photos, and names when following battles? Well, at this level of production, no, it's not possible, but we can try and work something out. We've discussed something for the main league with a couple of pictures and stuff, but we might not be able to get battles on the screen. We'll have to... Ooh, Karma.
It looks like Karma's off as well.
Yeah, Phobia coming through. Karma making it through. It was Demon that spun it.
It was Demon
and now he's just giving away. Oh, Demon actually just not aware. Demon joined the track and just completely obliterated poor Just for Kicks.
Yeah,
Just for
really
Kicks currently backing up like a fire truck.
Reverse. Yeah. No, there we go. Just turning it around. Doing well not to continue to spin it there. You know, there's always that habit of, oh no, I need to get it turned around, so you give it the beans and then... But can I also just point out, we're going to have a lappage.
Oh yeah, Ulti coming up to some back markers with Alan right behind him. I mean, Alan's been, you know, within a second's reach of Ulti since Ulti took the position back. And now with slower cars in front, this may cause a bit of a problem. Just for Kick's going to give the position away to both drivers, moves over to the side, but now has to rejoin
he's also
here.
Put himself in a very defensive position.
Very defensive. Alan looking to the inside here. Ulti gonna have to watch out here. Alan gives Ulti the position just to make sure they get through those corners safely. There were three cars almost going wide into that corner, coming up to more back markers here, and Ulti, they are getting out of the way here for these drivers. So nice work coming out from our drivers here. The flash of the lights from Alan to say thank you for letting us by, and not really interrupting the battle at all.
Yeah,
Alan maybe lost 0.2 seconds, but you know, considering they both still in this, Alan gonna close this gap down once again. Ulti now going to come up to the back. Is that Camo up in front of him? Oh, this is going to be another scary corner coming out here as they fight for position. Another very wide gave away his position by going off the track. It wasn't Camo. That wasn't Camo. Camo in a different color, yellow car. Right now the battle.
We need to learn which livery belongs to which driver, so there will be a lot of that. Hey, it was him. No, it wasn't him.
Ulti and Alan have just been fighting it out up at the top here. Another wide coming up from Just for Kicks there, as it's going to allow both drivers to get through. That is Just for Kicks, right?
I think that was Just for Kicks. Yes.
Okay, so Just for Kicks now.
That was Renesis who we were trying to find earlier.
Yeah, so Renesis and Just for Kicks having a fight out at the back. Essentially 17th and 18th position, I think.
Yeah, but 17th and 18th.
Right up in between the front markers and the mid markers as well. So Snetterton 200 turning out to be quite an interesting race so far. Yeah, TK Raptor currently in third position. He's managed to just hold down sort of the same pace, 6 seconds behind Alan. Alan holding down the pace on Ulti. Behind TK Raptor, another primate. He's also just had a clean race, 10 seconds behind Ulti, 4 seconds or so behind TK Raptor. And with
his way past this back marker.
Basically 2 laps.
Doing really well to actually let the guys pass.
It's essentially 2 laps to go here. Oh no!
What happened there?
He literally came back out onto the track in front of another primate.
Oh no, that's really unfortunate.
That's unfortunate for TK, for another primate. He's had unfortunate races and incidents like that. Luckily, that one didn't bin him entirely, and he's only got 2 laps to go right at the end. But geez, Ulti currently on lap 14, so going to be coming around to start the end of end of the final lap. But it's not going to be an easy just coast around.
No.
Currently, TK Raptor, Alan, and Ulti all hiding out together. No, that's Demon. Sorry, Demon, TK Raptor, Demon, Ulti, and Alan. So Demon being lapped. Alan needs to get past him. He's actually being held up by Demon here a little bit, giving Ulti this. Ulti just getting a little bit of a gap here. 1.2 seconds here, coming into the final lap. Ulti just needs to focus on not binning it now, because Alan needs to make up 1.3 seconds with less than, it looks like 2 corners to go. Alan also has a 2-second penalty to his name. So Ulti right now, provisionally,
he's breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. He just needs to keep up the pace.
Provisionally, he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. But Alan, he's still fighting. He wants to try and get as much of a gap away from TK Raptor. If he can keep the gap that he has now, he still will finish second.
Well, there we go.
With that penalty.
Also, just a testament to the pace that these first two drivers have brought with a 6.5 second,
So on
6.6 second
just
gap
on
now.
just to interrupt you, just on board Ulti here, as we come across the start-finish straight. Ulti takes the victory as well as the championship for the GT5 league, as Alan finishes second. TK Raptor is still racing behind, gonna cross the line in third position. Another Primate, he's going to cross the line shortly, gonna find himself fourth. Also no penalties to his name, so a nice clean race. Finds himself fourth. Grinchmeister fifth provisionally with a penalty. Kleb comes down in sixth, as Kleb actually takes fifth away from Grinch with that penalty. Faust, he's not going to close down on Grinch, so he's going to find himself in seventh, even with Grinch's penalty.
Still a close race here between Hildebrandt and Red Phoenix. Red Phoenix may find himself close enough to potentially try take it.
Yeah, Hildebrandt just has a 0.7 second lead here over Red Phoenix. Coming into the last corner before the straight. Nice speed carried out there from Andre, as Red Phoenix tries to hunt him down. I don't think so. Hildebrandt gonna find 8th, as Red Phoenix crosses the line just behind him in 9th.
Camo Tone.
10th?
Right behind them as well.
Yeah, Camo, nice race from him in 10th. Phobia
What a
also,
little caterpillar here.
yeah, also not far behind in 5th. In 11th position. Ford Cave gonna finish 12th. So these guys all, crossing the line here. 13th there for... Oh, we're just diving across here. Sorry, I missed the last two there. 16th for Demon. Demon having a bit of a difficult race. As you can see, he's modified his Ginetta just slightly.
Saving weight. It's a big weight saving maneuver, that one.
Big weight saving on the front.
Oof, able to... No, unfortunately, I think he might finish with the DNF there. It doesn't look like he had enough time to actually finish.
Yeah,
Or
so
do you still
just
finish it up down?
there's the final leaderboard. I'll just scroll down it as well. 1st to 10th, we did run through those guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, for those that want to screenshot it, there it is. And of course, I'm not quite sure. We'll check the final leaderboards. Those will be posted on the Dominus Gaming Twitter, as well as the Discord and the Facebook group. So just look for Dominus Gaming South Africa. Make sure that you follow those guys. They're doing quite a lot for, this little racing scene, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, this big thing's going to be happening.
Yeah, and that's basically a little bit sad, from me, and that means that it's the end of Dominus Gaming for a little while, basically a month
The smallest
break.
smallest of whiles, and then we're back.
Yeah, so we'll be back in June. We're gonna have we're gonna try and do a little bit more production. We'll try and get some drivers' photos, some names, some overlays, because the games don't give you a whole bunch to work with. So we're gonna try and try our best to get that going. So big congratulations, of course, to Ulti.
We've got
top position there.
Dominus just in the chat mentioning, oh no, much more before the GT4, GT3. So I think there's lots to come.
Okay, so there's more. I was lying. I was just clickbaiting you guys. So make sure that you guys follow us, and yeah, we'll be back. Thanks for the follows, the views, the supports on the channel. We really appreciate it. I appreciate it.
So do I. Thank you guys for coming to watch. Really, really is great to have an audience tonight.
It makes it more fun when you guys are in the chat. And if you guys want to race, don't forget, you are welcome to. The GT3, GT4 leagues are going to be open as well. If you didn't qualify, it means you'll go in GT4, which is okay. We'll also be having some fun lobbies there as well. You get to race against the casters, which of course is like a big exclusive event. We're obviously the fastest people in South Africa. So
absolutely.
We're
just doing this because we don't want anyone else to look bad, really.
Yeah. So, shout out to all our drivers. Honestly, the MVPs of the event, we're just memeing. We suck at driving. So we will be joining, and we will be having some fun events. So yeah, see you guys in the not so distant future. Yeah.
Fastest with our mouths, according to Dominus. So yes.
We'll see you guys soon.